People, as a kid in one period, people. See McClaren say as a kid in a suffer from cramps and loss of breathing. Yeah, as a kid in the one period, people.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
Big up Gunnaz. I hear that. Don't know some of the Gunnaz myself, but big up Gunnaz.
Yo, welcome back to the Gunnaz podcast. This is Dicanio, an Arsenal fan that covers everything Reggae Boyz and local football. People, my name is the bag of long chattings. We're head right into talking about that match, that bullshit match. Yo, people, don't know that. Yo, brother, them you that sick my stomach, dog. Everybody sick my stomach, dog. You know, everybody will take place and then match sick my stomach, then sick my stomach, then sick my stomach, then sick my pussy class stomach, dog. You don't believe me? Yo, make us start off with the coach. Now, I see the starting lineup. The first thing I start do is scratch my head. First of all, people, I start crash out. The way I know this side inside out, I start crash out before the match even start. Me start crash out before a ball even kick. Because ain't no way it's 20-25 and Damian was in the midfield for Jamaica. Now before the match, everybody secretive. See Manning one come out and secretive with what Aiden out and and that's the next thing will piss off people as well, dog. When they're on the side and afraid to share information around the side. Why? If the man upon him period, if you come out and tell people so the man upon him period, he have breathing problems. If you come out and say the man have breathing problems, why the secrecy in a Jamaican football? Why? If a England and an England coach Thomas Tuchel, any question him ask, the man is open and honest. Well, this is the reason why when I select the player, yeah? This is the reason why this player is not here. This is the reason why. This is the reason why. Why Jamaica have the transparency? Or starting defensive midfielder, the only one that can keep this team ticking. One who has been keeping this team ticking. The reason why we've seen these wonderful performances over the past few games is not here. We have to start we have to start Damian in our midfield. And when we ask questions, we not keep it secretive. That's the next one when people head act to it all compiling, brother. Because what not keep that secretive for? Man, the one period, almost that. Is a transgender. Isaac Aiden is a transgender. Almost that. After that, and they want to try to cover it up. But the coach will come out after the match and say the man have cramps. And breathing problems. So, you're in the one period, man. And some of them are try to hide, obviously, because you can't come out and say that. No. Damian low in midfield. Never can cost the man. They have cost the man in fuck last night. No, don't feel like that. But they have cost him in fuck last night. But guess what? So I'm going to do this morning. You can't cost Damian Low. Damian Low is not a midfielder. The only reason why Damian Low didn't look good back then on the Algrims when he played the position there because I was sitting in front of our backs on the Algrims. Jamaica never try attack. Jamaica never try create chances. We just defend and hope so we get a goal. And it did work for a period of time. The hope, defend and hope. But ain't no way you are going to try to open up this team, make this team start playing expansive and feel like you just go straight to up Isaac Aiden for Damian and this fucking team are going to play the same way. It's the team are crying out of fucking sense. No, people, I've always been one to say believe in Steve. And here's a reason why. Because why not believe in him? Jamaica have to make it to this World Cup 2026. And I've said it on previous live streams in the past. Right? My grandmother could have get Jamaica to this World Cup. May I say that from last year before. From World Cup qualified just a start when we played Dominican Republic last year, them time here. Me say with Al Grimson, even though I play shit football, I don't care who approach this team. Jamaica have to make that World Cup. I'm going to say it on multiple occasions, say my granny could have made this team qualify for the World Cup with this new format where more teams can go. We don't have no America, no Canada, no Mexico for face off against. My granny could have qualified with. So don't believe because me I tell us I believe in a Steve, say I'm gonna get to the World Cup means that I'm completely sold on Steve because I'm after get to the World Cup. Would I believe in I'm a granny, which is something that I've said from last year. Anybody can get to this World Cup. But come on, brother. There were so many options that you could use apart from Damian Lowe in the midfield. A brilliant man there on Steve McClaren. Nobody is around Steve McClaren that challenges him, or maybe them challenge him and him just dunce as hell. Because you really think you are going to straight swap Damian Lowe for Isaac Hayden with a rejuvenated Guatemala team and things are get the same result and the same effect? The amount of misplaced passes that Damian Lowe put together. How is this guy a professional? What are they seeing in training? Number one rule me learn in a primary school when I play midfield, especially D-mid. When you give away the ball, don't vacate the space. That's a primary mistake where a lot of kids make. You give the ball in the midfield, you vacate your space and you try to make up for your mistake. You see Damian Lowe do that. And every time he play midfield, he does that. Run going, go get yellow card. Run going, wild tackle. Run going. The first second of the game, the man could have get a yellow or a red. Kick off man in the chest. You lose the ball twice and the 2 times you run down flying to challenges. Why? Man could have been sent off in the first half. I just show if he was a Premier League referee, that man sent off in the first half. You lose the ball and you vacate the space. So with the man named Don left you at the back line alone. And that is what has been happening or had happened all throughout the game. All Damian Lowe do are run down the ball. No positional awareness off the ball as a defensive midfielder. Nothing of the obvious. But again, I'm not go too much pan Damian Lowe right now. Why pan that? I'm not go this up Damian Lowe too much right now. We all know this shit. We all know I'm not supposed to play in ID. So I'm not going to this up stinking Steve. But that you even know this, let me watch a match and when the camera go on him more. Box off the white off and face on it black. On my TV. As some handset for the sex about whoa! When the man named turn Steve face on the TV, brother. Disgrace in a man Gold Cup, dog. Imagine if it's aside 3 love, yeah, them second string team. But how on God's earth you think you're going to just do a straight swap Damian Lowe Isaac Hayden? I think everything is going to be all merry and dandy. The decision making, the substitution, piss poor. Imagine Tyrese Campbell decides to commit for the Reggae Boyz. Tyrese Campbell was a mainstay in Charlton Athletics team that got promoted into the championship, cemented his spot on that left side for Charlton. Kahim Dixon, since getting signed for Charlton, get cameo appearances here and there. Played majority of his football in academy football. They play for the same team. However, the coach sees Tyrese Campbell as a senior player in his team that spearheaded him into a championship playoff final win. While Kahim Dixon has to sit in the academy reserves and cannot get a game for Charlton. But yet still, Steve fucking McClaren wants a goal and decides to go for Kahim Dixon over Tyrese Campbell. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You listen to the football. You listen to the side there enough for politics, brother. You listen to the side there enough for politics. Richard King, one of our most composed centre backs in that first half, gets taken off because I want to keep Damian Lowe on the pitch. Keep Damian Lowe on the blood clot pitch, brother. What Damian Lowe do on the field? What the freak Damian Lowe do on the field, dog? After all of that atrocious play that man made, they really make the man come out complete. And then him go get injured. I say, yo, I don't like wish injury for a man in that. I don't like wish bad for a man. But I sweet but smile when I see that. I say, hey, man, fuck off, Steve. Because of politics I use on the ball game, brother. You take off King, where you try to use King as a scapegoat. Hey, man, King, come on, I feel. You sell the match. When a stinking Damian Lowe sell the match, brother. You put Latibo there in our midfield. Why never just do that from day one? Latibo there was playing midfield when he just come in. Why would you put Damian Lowe in the midfield? What did Salem Mikisa do so bad where you just want for dash him when him can't start no game? You disrupt the entire team to put a fucking centre back in a defensive midfielder. The man could make a pass every ball and getting kicked first time. The entire game was down to him. We lost that first half because of Damian Lowe and no one else. The defensive midfield position is the heart of the field. You can't have a defensive midfield player. When the ball is on the left side, he's running away, going to the right and pointing to other players to go for the ball. When the ball is on the right, he might go over to the left and a point for the other man go for the ball. Go for the fucking ball and take a touch and play it back. You are a professional footballer, you tell me say you can't go to the centre back, take a touch and play it back. But again, why me accuse Damian Lowe? Steve is the fucking idiot. You take off King. And this, bro, this all goes back to the very beginning, you know. When the man leave Ravel Mars note at the 60 man. Hold on, people. One day, don't understand how much man 60 man be. We don't understand how much man 60 man, 10, 20, 30, 40, 56. We don't understand how much 60 man be. And you tell me, say you never think Ravel Mars is supposed to include our 60 man professional squad? And then you carry him the Unity Cup because you have little injuries and in perform. Because obviously he's fucking Ravel is going to perform. You carry him the World Cup qualifiers, him come in, him do him job, him perform. But guess what? You can't have that continuity for bringing the World Cup. Why? You have a World Cup, Gold Cup. Why? Because you left him on the fucking 60-man provisional. Now, when you had those injuries, why didn't you make a call to Karai Anderson, who was on the 60-man provisional, and say, hey, we need you for help, you can come? But no, you make a call to who? Ravel. And then people are going to come tell me, say, the fan pressure make Ravel the deny side. Or people are whispering at me and say, yo, the fans go on away. Come on, brother. You see him one saying I think him ready. Why you never call on one of those midfielders where you think he's ready? Why you put them in the provisional squad? Why you never call upon Karai Anderson? Why you never call upon other midfielders where you did have put in the squad? Since you think them more ready than Ravel. Now we have to go through the entire fucking Gold Cup without Hayden, without Ravel. You call Bobby Reed for fucking why? We have Brandon Cover. Why never bring Brandon Cover? Everybody has said, oh, Brandon Cover was so impressive in the Unity Cup. Why the fuck Brandon Cover don't make Gold Cup side? Why? Why all of these politics on the side? How can Tyrese Campbell be a mainstay and a starter for a team? And Dixon is in that same team and cannot get a look in. Campbell is more experienced. Campbell has more international, has more senior men's caps under his belt. Has 2 solid senior men's seasons under his belt. Scores a ton of goals and assists this season. Keeps Tahim Dixon out of that Charlton team, but yet still we want a goal and we'll go for Tahim Dixon. The man that plays in the same team as Tahim Dixon. I'm not going to stop repeat this. I want to see the corruption in that side, brother. Which other side are going to see that? If Rodrigo for come Arsenal, no. And Rodrigo outperform Martinelli, Rodrigo plays for Brazil. If Rodrigo for come Arsenal, no. And Martinelli outperform Rodrigo in the Arsenal team, Martinelli starts for Brazil. You don't see that. Nowhere else you don't see that. I'm going to play academy football and I get more minutes over somebody that is a senior man in his own team. And it's not like says a old man that can't run. Tyrese Campbell is a machine. 21-year-old player. Big man football, this man I play for the better part of 2 seasons now. The man established himself. We know we love and we rate Dixie, but that man not established. You want a goal and you draw for him? Yo, brother. We can't have review this game. I don't want to get no player ratings for this game. I just come for vent, dog. Because what the fuck I just watch? What the fuck did I just watch? After the game, see McClaren come say man on them period, brother. Cramps, breathing problems. I never tell the fans that before the game. Man like Manning's one other man come and I get defensive when people are asking about Isaac Hayden. Why we can't ask about a player that is instrumental to the team? Why can't there be openness when it comes to a player that is instrumental to the team? Why is Jamaica football so fucking secretive? If it's England, they say why. If it's Brazil, they say why. They're open and honest with their fans. They respect their fans. They don't take their fans for fucking idiots. and bring them round into circles. Damian Lowe, they man. Isaac Aiden, remember your part. I depend your period. Leon Bailey, party promoter. Slippy. Because that man ever slip on football field. I see Leon Bailey try to switch a ball with a dopey him see. He's a dopey friend him see, and a long time I see him and say, all right, come. You have the ball, and I switch the ball. Come on, now, who Leon Bailey switch the ball again? If you have ball, we play in a Champions League, the man IQ is so sick. I see the man have 3 baller. And he said, I lift up him head and 3 defender for beat. And he said, I lift up him head and try to play a pass. He try beat the 3 defender. I don't know who give them confidence here. Craig Butler, father for real, man. Him delusional. But everybody I get it in a dog. Everybody I get it, dog. No jokes, brother. It's unacceptable, dog. And this is not me saying, because again, my granny could have get what to the World Cup. So I still believe that the World Cup dream is alive. Right? And all of this is going to change in September. Because a whole heap of people are getting recruited in September. I'm already. But we have a such left back that is on his way. Ethan Pinham spot secure. When I hear about a centre back, so what have you. And so, whatever. Damian Lowe, Richard King, centre back. Lots of body are comfortable with them, all right. But come on, dog. We need defensive midfield cover. You say you're impressed with Brandon Cooper. That's all we are here. Why Brandon Cooper on the day night? As a backup to Isaac Aiden. Why? We are trying to protect. Teams are out there giving 17-year-olds games. 18-year-olds. If you're rating, give him a chance. We are trying to protect him for. Nobody now going to diss up a Brandon Cooper for make a mistake in a defensive midfield position. But you know we are going to diss up? Damian Lowe. Because what the fuck Damian Lowe do there as a centre back? People, we're not sharing the thoughts in the comment section today. This was not an analysis. This was just me pointing out the fucking bullshit and politics within this team, dog. Politics. Damian Lowe playing until he's injured. Disgrace. Tyrese Campbell not getting a minute and Dixon going on instead of him. Disgrace. Leon Bailey staying on that pitch for 90 minutes. Disgrace. This fucking place. People, smash that like button. Big up on yourself. Every single video I do on this channel must get to 200 likes. If you get this far, smash the like button. Big up on yourself. Peace.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
Big up Gunnaz. I hear that. Don't know some of the Gunnaz, but say, but big up Gunnaz.